What's up, what's up? What's up, what's up, what's up? So, I've got one of these boards you can see on the screen. And I'm looking for I'm gonna put these heat sinks on it. Can't read that. It's a mess. To get started. Interesting. It's got a mailbox baked in. This is what they call a knowledge processing unit. FFT baked in. That's pretty cool. So AI 2D engine. I wonder how to use that. Video subsystem. So, I mean, this would probably be good for like facial recognition, which would be cool. Wouldn't mind running facial recognition on this thing. I don't have a well, I guess I do have a display I could hook up to this. Rufus. That's pretty cool. Let's see. AI development in case development. Sites are slow. I also can't read any of this. Interesting. I love how like all the neural models are basically just the same damn thing. Like, I mean, sure, I could just put these heat sinks on all these things. I mean, essentially, that's what you need to do. Wouldn't be very hard to figure out which ones go where, but hardware resource usage documentation, hardware design guide document, pinout, demo board, DX file. Synchronous dynamic random access memory. That's kind of cool. No power, double data rate, double data rate. So, pulse code modulation, peripheral high clock. System in a package. I mean, is there anything? Well, that's actually kind of useful, I guess. 4 boot methods. NOR flash, NN flash. I'm too tired for all this shit. Really just curious if there's like I guess it could yeah. Philip I2S standard. And then PCM. That makes sense. It does have multiple, I guess you could call them junctions. I still would like to know where the damn power button is. I bought this board. Power supply. Like, I just want a diagram. Demo board. I mean, I appreciate all their documentation. It's very nice of them to create so much documentation. Practical basics. Hello world. Kanan. Yeah, I wouldn't mind using this as NFS, but it's got a camera on it. It's got AI integration, so yeah, it's just GCC. Yeah, this is cool and all, but interesting, interesting. Cool. Well, what I aim to do is to replace our chat integration. But I've been looking at this Risk V board sitting on my desk for a while, so might as well go ahead and attach these tiny little heat sinks. I wonder if I can You wouldn't really be able to see it. I mean, I guess you could kind of see it. Move it right here, but I'm not gonna get much closer than that at the moment. I really could be using like tweezers to get this thing off, but it is what it is. That one fits right there, just perfect. I'm assuming that one goes there. This one goes here. And this one goes here. I would assume that that's how it goes, but it makes me wonder if... Yeah, we don't put a sink on the Wi-Fi. Network controllers don't typically get that hot. Not compared to processing units anyway. Alrighty then. The cool thing about these boards is not just that they're pretty cheap. This is a $30 board. And it's better than the cell phone that I had when I was a teenager. But they're not like super complex in their design. Like it's a whole computer and components. Like you could essentially build one of these yourself if you really wanted to. You could actually get this manufactured yourself for relatively cheap. If you wanted to build a custom micro architecture device, if you will. It's kind of scary though, or sad. I mean, I'm grateful that things are relatively cheap to some extent. But at the same time, you know, at what cost? Like what does it actually cost to make this? Not just the price of manufacturing, but the labor. The people. And what does it cost the people to pull these resources out of the ground and manufacture this in a way where it's only $20? $30. Because if I was to try to manufacture these things from scratch myself, I would spend a lot of money trying to build something that has a CPU, a KPU, and a DPU with SDK support, AI Cloud Cube support, whatever that means, 4K integration, and AI cores, or an AI module, and a camera. It's kind of crazy. Kinda crazy. Alright, so what we want to do is see if we can get our relay server. So right now it connects. We don't technically need the local WebSocket host. I'm not against it though. Let's see. Um, let's do we need to be running HTTP server technically. But technically we don't. Like we could actually just eliminate local port, keep alive. We could eliminate the local web server. We could eliminate the relay to local clients. Could eliminate the local server connection, local WebSocket, and the local client, and we could just leave this. That's all we need. This is technically all we need. So we can delete this test. Also, technically, we could say index.html. No, yeah, we can do this. We can say, I'm actually going to drop in my Pi server implementation. And just for context, we're trying to replace this. Like, we are using Kix chat integration. And like right now, if I go into the dashboard and I say hello, then you'll see it pop up here, but it will also pop up here. We are listening in our application right now to the chat. And so we want to take the, we want to put this in the, we want to replace the integration that we have now. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to GitHub. I'm going to pull up my code because I can't remember it off the top of my head and I don't remember exactly where it's at. So stick. Got chills. So, yeah, sure, yeah. So we could build a little Python server right here. We can trigger that reload of the browser on 9002. What we'll do is we'll take our, so need to open another tab. Here we need to run Python iserve. Now we're serving an HTTP port. So if we just say hello and we try to go here, we can go to localhost 9001, and then if we say hello world, we don't have a listener here, so changes detected. Favicon ICO failed. We don't need an icon, that's fine. We can just like let's see if we can do this. I'm gonna get this one from a guy, Favamaker. Let's just drop that sucker in here. Yeah, Favamaker made this animated favicon, so that's kind of cool. But we want to get so we'll just start. We'll follow the convention. Doc type HTML. I don't care about the header so much, but we will do this the right way. Body. Class. Yeah, we're not doing that shit right this second. So let's just say head DTF. Sure, we'll do that. We will create a styling.css. We will add styling.css. We'll do body. So we don't have a proper client yet. So what we want to do is we want to add script here. So like, if you see here, like, hello dude. I'm not gonna import the script directly. We could. Maybe we might think about that. A lot of things you can do with JavaScript that people just don't know. Like you can access the DOM directly and update the field, and we could use a template. And that's one way to do it, but that kind of gets complicated. I kind of want to just try to do something a little bit more straightforward. sure. But what I want to do right here is I want to say const WebSocket equals new WebSocket. Then let's go back to our Python server here. So on 9001, on message, and then let's check our Python server. So what we're doing here is we're running a simple HTTP server. We will use this HTTP server to access this in OBS. Yeah, I really should be recording this. So we have 3 servers running technically. We can refactor this one out. Essentially, this code will become part of the page itself. So when this local host gets loaded by our client here, it will load this WebSocket connection, which should in turn connect to the Kik chat. But this one specifically is for development purposes. So we could say like to do remove this WebSocket, this local WebSocket connection. But what this will do is this is going to listen to an event, and then if the event data is reload, we will reload the data. We need to do window location reload. So we're going to reload the window. Whenever this change gets detected, it notifies the client. So not here, not here, not here. Our Python server is hashing the directories. So it goes through, it's just looking for HTML and CSS changes. So it will force a reload if there's a connection, if there's a change in HTML or CSS files. It will when we run the let's see, we got watch files function, so it's looking at this directory, and whenever there's not a hash change, like we could probably change this, but it's every second it just reloads one time, and if the values change, the change is detected, and then it notifies the clients, and so it sends this reload signal through the WebSocket. That's basically all it does. I mean, this is kind of the same thing Vite does, but it just creates a thread, and it allows this thing to run asynchronously. So we could run both servers out of this Python server too. We could pull this code out of here and use the WebSocket to listen, which is another option. So yeah, that's, maybe we do something like that. Yeah, I don't know, we'll come back to that. Yeah, so now if this loads, then we should see hello dude, and then if we like change this, then it should trigger a reload, which it did not. What am I missing? Let's check console. Firefox cannot establish connection to the server at localhost 9000. Well, that's stupid because there should be a connection running here. Fuck. Okay, there you go. Cannot. What am I doing wrong? This is damn Babicon.ico. Let me try. I think I did this before and I had to change some code. Let me find a better one. I know I wrote a different one that I think worked better actually. What is this from? Yeah, okay. This one's a bit more complex, but it's a more complete. So this allows for standalone. Still not getting. That's interesting. It's not even trying to serve the ICO. Can't establish connection with WebSocket. File not found. Why is it not found? That doesn't make sense. It's right here. You can get the yeah, I added some TCP server integrated. That way we can run this thing as a static server without the dynamic integrations if we want to turn it off without, like, it literally just allows for a single variable to change the state to a standalone HTTP server. Don't understand though why it's why is it not serving the favicon? Oh, look at this. WebSocket's on the wrong dang port. Okay. There you go. So yeah, as soon as you make the change, it updates it in real time. Or next to real time. Which is cool. So, the next thing we want to do is say script index.js. We want the server.js. And look at there. Message from Kick. we have data coming from Kick now. We could actually kill this one since this one's running. Relay to local clients, we don't need that anymore. So now we're connected here. So if we say test, yes, we get the update in real time. And this works directly in our browser, which is super cool. So yeah, kind of cool. Test. I can see your messages in the browser. There it is. I can see your messages in the browser. Gotta use the bathroom. I'll be right back. Alright, so let's see if we can actually get this thing to, let's see if we can just manipulate the DOM. And then we can abstract this code. We can refactor this thing even further. Let's keep kicking the can down the road. So let's create a div called messages. And then whenever this server connects, we want to so we're gonna create a let kick chat equal a list of messages, and then message from kick. Let's say oh, we got a type right here. If event if data event equals, can't we say contains? This contains a thing. DOM string list contains chat message event. Let's just try this. Console log. Actually, let's do kick chat push. We don't want to get all the data though, so let's say the let's let the username equal data. So let's say JSON parse data, and then the username will be message dot user message sender username we will yeah is it content? Okay, and then we will push a JSON object of yeah, this is JavaScript. Okay. And then if that works, we'll say console log kick chat. So data event contains. That should be a string. It's includes. That's not it. So why does it not want to give me an include? So we could say data event. Okay, and let's see. We hit this test. Looky there. Now we've got, there it is. Testing. Now we've got 2 messages. So we need to add we want to add a timestamp date.now spam. We can actually delete this one now. Spam. Cool, so we got a timestamp. Spam to. Cool, so we're getting messages in the chat. So we're gonna create a cleanup. We're going to say let cleanup equal, and then I don't know if we want to do 300,000. Maybe like 15,000. And then what we'll do is we will say, like every 15 seconds. There we go. Okay, so it's running automatically. Let's say kick chat filter. If we say hello, then we should see this. Then we say hello 2, so we should see 2. And then in a minute we should see hello pop off. So it's not old enough yet to be popped off, but it should pop off. The next time it runs, it should have already popped off. It actually cleared both. So we need to run this more frequently, so like maybe every 5 seconds. Hello 1. Hello 2. Hello 3. So we should see these things starting to pop off now. There goes hello 1. There goes hello 2. And then there goes hello 3. I think we could probably stand to let these run a little bit longer. Like 20. And that's fine. And then like every 7 seconds it'll run. That's fair. I could probably cut it in half. That's fine. And it doesn't have to run continuously. So now we need to say I always forget, get the DOM element with class name message. I don't think that's right. I don't think that's how you do that. Query selector gets a first element that matches selectors. We can try that. Will that work? If this works, I'm gonna like yeah, message is null. That's not how you do that. We can do this though. Document get element by class name. There we go. Hello. Message is undefined. Oh, messages. Spam. Look at that. It's there. There it is. Spam 2. Now this will not clean up the chat. So we need to see if we can say hello and then clean up and then say bye. Where did it say message? Message is undefined. In 11. Oh, duh, because I didn't get the element again. I gotta get the element again. Shit. Okay, test again. And then testing, and then spamming chat. And then if this works right, we should see this thing drop off. I don't think I did it right, but I can't tell yet. It might be... Oh, it did go through. Cool. Console log, cleaning up kick chat. So... if this works correctly... Oh, I didn't realize I had this camera way down here. Okay, if this works like it appears to be working, then if I go in here into our chat, let's see, video capture, browser. If we edit this to say localhost 9001, that does not look good at all. But let's see, we can like redefine this now, like 700. Yeah, we're gonna remove that color source. So part of the problem with the browser right now is these properties are, let's just get rid of the HTML, and then the properties themselves. Where is it? Blending mode. We want to use normal. Oh, there's also nothing in the chat. So let's see, like, if we say hello. Doesn't appear to be working. What am I missing? Like, aside from the actual chat that's not working. Gotta be missing something, because like it's actually like chat is showing up in the browser, so like localhost should be working. Can I not use this with localhost, or did I mess up the CSS? Let's go back to defaults, and then let's just say localhost 9001. I could use just the file directly, but I don't want to do that. I do want to actually hit this thing 400. Testing. This hurts my head. Like, why? Testing again. Chat is in the browser. Like, this is working. It's a second delayed, but it should be working here too. Let me look. OBS, browser, source, localhost. Apparently this is a common thing. You're running old version, works like a charm. Yeah, I'm running the like newest version, so that's not the problem. There's nothing to fix. The browser source uses Chromium, which doesn't do anything special with PHP files. Besides, PHP files are executed on the server. Perhaps it redirects HTTPS, which isn't configured on your local server. I only use PHP pages, but actually this is not a PHP problem. HTML have the same problem. Impacts To define local URL without the HTTP, all my sources were using the URL. Am I trying to use HTTPS? That would kind of make sense actually, because it's not configured for TLS. Hey, look at that. Look at that. So if we close this now, if we get rid of the browser and we say, here's chat in my browser. We've successfully built a module. Like, it's really hard to see right now. But can we then go to styling.css and then say div, wait, what is it? Messages, color, does this do anything different? Hey, look at that, it's white. What about if we change it to blue? Does this do, is this blue? Cool, cool, that's cool as shit. So we have our browser that's just importing a div. We have a div called messages. And in that div, we have a server that's just dropping our messages in. It's really just that simple. It just literally drops our messages into the HTML. We get the DOM element, we get it from the document. Then we say that we're going to drop all of our messages that we get when we connect to our chat. So we're connected to the WebSocket. We get the chat message event, and then we drop it into chat. So let's come up with a little bit better styling. Cool CSS. Let's just find something random online. Cool CSS font effect. 100 plus CSS font effects. That's a little bit over the top. That is as well. We don't need anything that fancy. Although this is kind of cool. Dan Wilson. That name sounds so familiar. Color fonts. I actually really like this. I wonder, what does it take? It's just like font value gray. We have to do all of that mess. Let's just drop the whole thing in. This guy said it's okay. It's free. It's open source. So what happens? Font palette values. I don't know if this works. Like, feel like, oh, you have to add the class, right? Okay. Grays. So what we really want to do, let's just try this for now. So instead of grays, we're just gonna say we'll just start with the mint one. Let's start with that one. We'll just say messages for now. Let's see if we can get even this to work at all. Does the mint font work? Cool. Look at that. Look at that mess. Is it always odd? This is pretty cool. I mean, I'm actually kind of cool with that. I would be okay with that even. The only thing I would want to change is I'd want to say, so let's say mint and purple. Let's do purple and mint. Let's try this. We're gonna save the gray because I might use the gray too. But we need to change font size to like something reasonable. 20 maybe? Very cool that we can use this font. Very cool. The Rocher family fonts working. I would be interested in seeing similar or cooler or whatever, trying different things out, but I really like this style. So if we can add this element where we say div class purple and the message content. So let's do this. Let's create a function and we'll call it we can const this as well, it doesn't matter. Update messages, and then we'll just move this code here. That way we don't have to do this every time. And then what we'll do, move this down here. We'll say div purple. This join doesn't even make sense here. This is kind of stupid to have a join here. Oh, it's joining the map. Okay, I see. I see. I see. Okay, so we'll move this in here. Get rid of the div. The purple. We'll do div class gray. And then here we will do div class mint. I have no clue if this is gonna work. If it works, I'll be surprised probably. And then we will just call update messages here. And then we can get rid of this one too. And we can say update messages here as well. So here we add the messages, and then here we remove the messages. So does this work? It does not. It did not work, and I don't know why it didn't work, but I do know that I can go to localhost 9001 and inspect the console. Uncaught missing a colon after body on line 8. Oh yeah, I might want to also close out the map. Okay, first of all, let's finish this body out formally. Then close this. Oh. Okay. So this needs to be one body, which it is. I'm gonna actually do this way because I think this is like a little bit cleaner. Okay, so that just kind of looks a little bit cleaner. We still need to put a P here to make sure these are on separate lines. Then Here we can say update. Something I've been doing lately, some people probably don't like this, but I don't care. It's my code. I've been separating these function bodies out, getting rid of function and doing this. Blah, blah, blah. I just like the way that looks a little bit better. Like it shows definition and then, yeah. There's a little bit better way to structure this too, but anyway. Does it work now? No, it does not work now. Wait. Is it not working? Okay, maybe we need to put the logging back in. Let's just console log updating kick chat. Kick chat. Hello. Updating kick chat. So it did hit the array. Did give me this object. Cleaning up kick chat. Okay, so that's not gonna show me anything. That's there, but don't understand why this isn't working. Oh. Like, is it seriously just the... Is it the HTML that I'm using? Does it just not like my HTML? Is my HTML bad? Doesn't seem to be the HTML. It seems to be the way that I'm accessing the HTML. Or the way that I'm... Not even sure. I wonder if it's running synchronously. Or maybe it just doesn't like me. I mean, I wouldn't blame it if it didn't. Still don't understand though, like test. Hey, looky there. So it's actually working now. I wonder, because that's not purple. I mean, I'm okay with it like that, but can we do P class? Is that a thing? I mean, we could extend this out to, and we can say div, and then it's not actually what I wanted to do, but maybe testing works. I mean, this is still kind of cool. I think we need to swap these though. Also, gray doesn't seem to be doing anything. Purple doesn't. Purple. And it's okay. How about now? Hey, there we go. It's actually purple and blue. And gray. So very cool. Now we just need to get this class to be a message. And then we will say message equals, and then we will say flex 1, and then we will say display flex, and then flex direction is column. How about now? Oh, wait. Flex directions row. How about now? That didn't do anything. Hello. I mean, this is cool, but I'm not like can I just do display flex? And then oh. I don't know if I need the space between flex. Yeah, that's not working. Message. Oh, what am I doing? I actually spelt message. Yellow. There it is. Cool. Too close. Okay, so it's not honoring my space. Go figure. Honor my space. I mean, this is still cool, but it's not quite there yet. But this is like way better than we've had so far. One thing we need to do is get rid of the alignment in the center. We don't need any of the center stuff. We do need everything in a column though. That's fine. On top. There we go. So now our messages are on top. Background color. Let's do let's actually pick a color now. We can actually like pick a color and we can make it somewhat transparent. I don't know if this is working now that I think about it. Testing. You know, I almost don't even care that it's like, oh, is it because we have background color here, so we're just overriding it? Yeah, okay, that's why. Okay, but I want to, feathered edges CSS. So this is cool. We're actually getting to build, I always forget that you can do this. Okay, so we can say, so the body, we can say border radius, I think. If we just say 10 pixels. That didn't work. Let's get rid of this. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go into our HTML and we're gonna say body, we're gonna say div class container, because that's what this thing is. Our WebSocket script, both of our scripts can be outside of the container, right? In fact, they should be. And then with our styling, we can then say container. What am I doing? Container, and then we can say what is it trying to do? Background color. That's not the color I wanted, dang it. Let's do that, and then border radius 10 pixels. That's not right. And it should have like updated this. Oh, duh. With there we go. Now we've got like some soft edges. We can say border color. We can do something. Border width 2 pixels. This is gonna be ugly, I'm sure. It didn't work at all. We can, I think we can just say border. What the hell am I doing? That's interesting too. That's not working either. That's not bad. And then if when we chat, okay, we just say padding, top would be 0, right would be 0, bottom would be 0, and left would be 15 pixels. Message 1. Message 2. Oh, that's not good. Try again. Let's go. Not good. Okay. Maybe because they're just running as P's and they're trying to all fit in the same box. I want to see try again disappear. Damn it. Oh, I guess because the timing was too close together. Okay, so what are we doing wrong? Column? Flex direction is a column. New format. This spacing is atrocious. I see, so it's trying to fit everything into this message thing. Which is not good. Man, CSS is hard when you're not a web developer. Okay, so display flex, container display flex, flex equals 1, display flex, flex equals 1. Hello. Why is this lame? If I say column, it's gonna split up all the items. Columnized. Hello, Mom. Okay, how about this? You know what? I didn't close this div. What a bozo. What a bozo. Look at me now. Look at me now. I'm getting paper. Hello there. So we want to see this top one pop off. Pop off. It's cool. It's kind of updating. That's pretty cool. So we almost have this thing working in any reasonable sense. 15 pixels. Message. We're gonna say margin, and then we'll just say like 3 pixels. How is this? Oh, we gotta get rid of this space between space evenly, space around. We'll just get rid of the spacing altogether. White space ASCII. Go. Okay, so we'll put it here like this. I think we can do it like that. This should work. How's my spacing now? Is this sufficient? Is the padding okay around the edges? So we're almost there. Let's try better spacing. We're gonna say margin top 25 pixels. Okay, that's not good. Oh, the first one is the top. I always forget. This is the top. There we go. Seems like my border radius went away. Okay, we're gonna take the padding away, and then we're going to say we're gonna add another layer, another div. This one is going to be message class is going to be message margin. That's all it's gonna be called, and we're gonna put that in there. And then when we go here, then we'll just say message margin, and then we'll just say a margin of like 10 pixels or something. I don't know. We're just gonna make something up. We'll say 25. 25. Shribbity 5. You want my shribbity 5? Message margin. Okay. So now, what does chat look like now? That's almost decent. It's almost decent. It's a little extreme, like maybe if we go to like 15, it won't be so bad. We also could probably make the font size just a little smaller. I don't think we need flex here. I don't know if we need that flex either. Border radius 15. This is fine. The color kind of sucks. Like, maybe something like that. Whoa. I mean, that's not horrible, but it's not very good either. It's so cool that I get to like build this in the browser. Like, that's pretty badass, I think. I mean, I can pull it up in the browser here, is what I'm getting at. But I get to like program what I want this thing to do, and then the chat pops up in the stream. I just think that the styling looks pretty lame. I mean, the font looks alright. But when it wraps, does it wrap all the way? Or stay where it needs to be? Yeah, it's wrapping right. The margins kind of suck though, so let's make the margins more specific. So the top, let's make it like 15. Let's go with 20. That might be a little extreme. The right would be 15. The bottom could be 10 pixels, and then the left can be 15. Oh wait, the left would be 25. I did kind of like that. So maybe the spacing looks better now. It's not as bad. That's probably pretty good. We have to send subsequent messages. Chat be looking kind of dead if no one talks. Yeah, no. It's cool that it like cleans itself out like that. I really like that. Like, that's pretty awesome, I think. If we don't make the height 100% of the viewport, then it will set scale. The window should scale with the chat now. That's pretty cool. Oh yeah, that's actually pretty badass. We still need to add better padding at the bottom though. So like, this should be the same as the top. And then this color still kind of sucks. That's not as bad though. This is fairly reasonable. It's a little small. It's interesting because I don't even need it in there anymore because like, what do you guys think? Yeah, I think this is pretty cool. I think it's actually really cool. I would like to add a shadow to the font though. And then maybe one day I'll add like dynamic CSS to where this margin only exists if the words exist. But yeah, that's like getting farther into it than I want to. I'm okay with the little bar even being here like this as well. It's cool because when chat's dead, there will be nothing to show. But when chat is lit, the panel is going to light up. then I can spam, 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 and then spam some more, and chat grows with it, and then it cleans itself up. That's pretty cool. Like, chat grows on the screen with the chat, and then it doesn't show everything forever. Sometimes it wipes out bulk of messages at once. I mean, maybe we could have this cleanup thing be a little bit more closer together. So like, if we clean up more frequently, then when messages are close together, they don't all disappear in bulk, but they still get deleted in a reasonable amount of time. I don't know though. Spam, spam, spam. What about this one? The timing is kind of nice. I think that's like a happy medium. Like, it's not too often, but it's frequent enough to where like chat drops off, I guess. This might be one of the cooler things that I've written. Not gonna lie. What's interesting is all of this code could be dropped into the browser too, but like, it could all go here, like this script, like this is. I don't know if I even want to remove this now. I like the ability to style. Also, we don't need the WebSocket technically. One thing I want to do though is add shadow to font CSS. Text shadow to JavaScript. Disable. Cool. We could just say like message text shadow 2 pixels, 3 pixels, 5 pixels, and we'll say yeah, we do want to do a shadow like that, but not completely black. Might even want it to glow, I don't know. How is this? Can't even tell. There's some shadow there. That's reasonable. Is it reasonable at scale when we have a lot of messages? What does it look like? Yeah, that's alright. I almost want the shadow to go the other way though. 5 pixels, then 2 pixels. Then can we add another text shadow? Or what if we move this one to the message margin? And then on this level we say text shadow, then we do like 2 pixels, 1 pixel, 1 pixel, and make it white. Oops, I have to like see it here because I can't see it not on the screen. Okay, so that didn't work the way that I wanted it to. did the opposite of what I wanted it to. Opposite subtract. Take 0. See, I would think there would be 4, but what do I know? That's the bottom. What the heck do I know? Not horrible either. That's okay, I think, actually. I feel like it should go the other direction, though. Like, this should be the top. Should be the right. That should be the bottom. Should be the left. I want it to go to the top left. I can't tell if that did anything at all. Did that do anything? Bro, I can't even tell. So the offset X, offset Y, and then the blur radius. Oh, okay. Offset X, offset Y, and the blur radius would be 5. And then here we could say offset X equals -1. Offset Y equals negative. Blur radius 2. Because I want the shadow and highlights to go opposite directions. Well, that's kind of fugly. I just want a very subtle. I can even like use color. It's fine. And maybe X be 2, 3, and 3, and we say 1. We could also probably move that up a level. Moving it up a level. It's not bad, I don't think. You could probably just say straight up black. Just blur it like 5 pixels and blur this one. I think I like that white. I don't think I want it to be much bigger than that. How about this? Yeah, I think that's probably reasonable. I almost wish there was. It's almost like you can't do 2 at once. Can we do 2? Oh, you can. Okay. Just string them together like this. Cool. So, dual shadows. A little dark. That's a little dark. And this one's a little bright. That's a little bright. Maybe we use more of a maybe it does need like a red. I almost feel like it does need burnt red color. I feel like that would stand out. It needs contrast. That's almost it. We need something that like makes it pop. Make that thing pop, girl. Not quite the right color. It needs to be deeper. How about now? Almost it. Like that. Almost it. Let's go -2. Both directions at the same damn time. That's kind of hard to read. Like I liked the font, but like I don't know if it's one. I don't know if it's the one. I don't know if it's the one. It didn't send. It's not sending my messages. Oh, it is sending. It's just it didn't look like it was sending. I almost feel like it needs more yellow now. Like before, I thought it needed more orange, but maybe it just needs a different, like of a brown, more of a brown. You know what? I think that's probably as good as it's gonna get. Unless I just make it a little brighter, shadowy. Brighter, more shadowy. Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's sufficient. The only other thing that I would like to do, font palette values. I don't even know what that means. Base palette. Okay, so there are base palettes. So let's look at the brochure font base palette. So I probably just blinded some people. So here's the Rocher colors. That's kind of interesting because there's different character sets apparently, or I mean, different. This is a very cool font, but how? So like, how is it changing? That's what I want to know. These are the different colors. So we're using the purple one, blue one right now. Could use different color set, but I'm actually okay with that. I kind of want to use number 3 though for the mint. Try number 3. Oh, that's not what we want. What's number 1? Number 1. Number 2. Almost want to do 2 here. Green. And number 4. All this green. All this green, and then we'll change the purple from server. Actually, let's change it to name, then message, then this to name, this to message, this becomes name, this becomes message, because then we don't have to like make a name match a color. It matches what it is. Then we can just test. Now the orange looks bad. Keep going though. 5. How's it now? Nope. 6. 6. It's even uglier. 7. This isn't bad. This isn't bad. Wow, this is horrible. Let's try number 8 though. Number 8. Whoa. Is there a 10? 10. 10's where it's at. Yeah, I like that. So what I want to do now for this background color, I actually want to do background. I'm gonna say background image. We'll say linear gradient. To that's all we gotta do. So we're gonna do 2 linear gradients. So a linear gradient of There's actually a CSS gradient generator called cssgradient.io. I didn't know you could just do this. Like, this is stupid, but it's way better than what I had. I mean, subject. It should be the other way around, I think. This is stupid looking still. Oh, and then can we do linear gradient this way? Like 0, then in the center, have a radial gradient of a circle. Can do that? Oh, it won't let us chain them like that. But we could do a radial gradient like this though. Okay, but So about how all I can do tonight. Um, yeah, I don't know. Maybe it will work, but I don't know. Just gonna leave it like this for now. Like, this is what you get. What you get is what you get. Then as chat grows, so do I. And then so do you. This color doesn't work, obviously. That's what we'll do. We'll do something like this. It's almost there, man. It's hard to like get this right. 60. 63 is 37 away from 100, so then we can make these a bit dark and a little more transparent. Yeah, that doesn't look bad. When chat be jumping, the frame starts growing. I can't even type. I don't care if that's right or not. It's kind of cool because it's got some dynamic effect going on. Okay, so the only thing that I would change, not even related, to the chat itself. I think that works. I think that's like actually pretty cool. Like, I think that's all we need now. So yeah, I mean, that's it. That's it. That's all we do. What you get is what you got, and you got what you get, and you always have what you always had. And there it is. It's infinite. This is infinite. This is infinite. Chat is on the screen, and we've got custom styling as well, so that's pretty cool. And it cleans itself up, and it doesn't go on forever with a bunch of crap. And then when it's all gone, it's barely noticeable, like nothing ever happened to begin with. And it doesn't take up the whole screen either. It's not in the way. I think the only thing that I would probably change is the timing now. The server running every 5 seconds seems noticeable. It seems noticeable when you have a lot of messages. And then when there's like a few, and then they start to disappear, it's almost like they are moving like clockwork. Shorter intervals to clean up more cleanly. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. It's not running all the time either. Like, it's only running like every 3 seconds. So it's not using a bunch of resources. Yeah, that's pretty cool. The only other thing that I could do at this point then is to get the Pi server into real-time update false. Let's test this as well. So if we restart the server, does it work without the local WebSocket? Cool. So now it's not running with the WebSocket. So the like it's running with the browser's WebSocket. Like it's connected to the chat directly. But the Python server is no longer running the hashing algorithm. So like our main function here, all it does is it does the standalone HTTP server. So it literally just serves our TCP server. Really, it's using our HTTP server. So we've just got a simple HTTP server now. So all it's doing is it's running this little piece of HTML, and you can see here like every 3 seconds it cleans up the array. So chat loads, chat unloads, chat cleans itself up. That's all there is to it. It's pretty straightforward. We got the browser in the feed. So I think what I might do is I might look at making an like this was a couple hours, I guess. Obviously, I've been on here for like 2 hours, so maybe I'll try to make this like a little like 15-minute video on how to do this yourself. Put a little tutorial together on YouTube, I guess, if anyone's interested. I'm curious if this little emoji guy, because this little emoji guy goes. So emotes don't work. But that's interesting to know that this is what it actually comes through as. I wonder what all emotes they have. A whole bunch of them. Emoji awake, emoji blowing a kiss, emoji ooh, emoji money eyes. All right. Well, anyways, guys, I definitely appreciate it. Appreciate everybody that's tuned in, anybody that's been watching. I would like to know how to like change the style like that. Try it, try it, try it. I don't understand how to like change these though. I only want brochure color GXS. I just want it to, how do you make it look different? Oh, bevel. Yeah, I'd like to take the bevel away. And even like a shorter shadow, like that. How you change the bevel and the shadow? I don't understand that. Bevel. Like, it'd be nice if this fucking site had a damn... It actually kind of pisses me off that, like, it doesn't show you how to change. Or I'm stupid. But, like... It actually kind of pisses me off a little bit. And I guarantee you, like... I did not mean to save this shit. What the hell? Yeah, of course. Div ID bevel, div ID shadow. What am I using? I'm just using Rocher. Like, is there a Rocher regular? I'm pretty sure, like, the font is the font. Okay, like, I'm just gonna leave it alone. I'm about to give up. I've had enough. I'm tired. Um, feel like I should be able to like. We're just gonna try it. We're gonna say shadow. Um, 30, and then bevel 0. No clue if this works. I actually think that worked. Let's look at it. I think that did work. This looks reasonable. Cool, very cool. Alright, well, I'm going to add sleep. I appreciate everybody tuning in and catching up with me and following along on my journey, figuring out how to get custom stuff and things. About to hop off here. Much love. Appreciate y'all. I'll be sure to drop a tutorial at some point, most likely. Yeah, you guys take it easy.